A rafter has a slant length of 15 feet. So a slant length and a rafter and a hypotenuse is all the same spot. So we're talking about right here. Okay, so that's our rafter length, our slant length, our hypotenuse. So it's 15 feet. And then we have a pitch of 42 degrees. A pitch is always the angle that the triangle makes with the ground. So we're saying right here, I'll call it angle A, that is 42 degrees. So I'm just going to squish it in there. Okay, calculate the height of the roof. So the height is always a vertical distance. So we're talking about here, right here. So that's what we're solving for. So if you want to use h or x, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to actually use x instead because I don't want to get confused with hypotenuse. So from angle A, that's your opposite side length over here. And across from 90 is your hypotenuse. So we're going to be using sine because I have to use opposite with hypotenuse. So sine, we now know the angle. So we're going to fill it in. 42 equals opposite, which is always the top, the numerator. So x over the hypotenuse, which is a denominator of 15. So you have to put it in that order. Opposite is always in the numerator. Hypotenuse is always in the denominator when you're working with sine. Okay, so in this case, you can put, if you want, over 1 for the sine 42, and you're basically going to cross multiply. So you're working with proportions at this point. So all you have to do is really type it in your calculator. So you know it's 15 times sine of 42. And I just typed that all in my calculator and I hit equals. So I've got 10.0 feet. So I'm going to put 10. I'll put the point 0 so that I know I rounded to one decimal place, and I'm going to put one tick for feet, and you're done. You can check if you know if you're right or approximately right because it has to be lower than the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse was 15 feet, so the answer must be lower than that. Otherwise, you know you made a mistake.